Hello, hello. Please, please, file in, file in. I do hope that you can all forgive me for the delayed start to this art auction. I ran into some minor technical difficulties, but I do hope that you can all forgive me. Now, please, please hand your non-existent coats to the non-existent doorman and take your seats and prepare for a show. Now, I see that we are getting some comments in right now. They will come in right below me so that you can all see as well. I apologize for my camera's movement. Now, today, we will be holding Bart's first ever live art gallery. It's my art gallery because I've never actually been to an art gallery. In fact, I'm always kicked out. But now I'm holding my own. So please take your seats and grab yourselves a glass of fine wine, the finer the better. If you are under the age of 21 or under the age of 18 in some parts of Europe, then please grab yourselves a glass of grape juice. It is customary that you have one of those to sip on during the art auction, or at least that's what I assume. That's what I always see in the movies. Again, I've never actually been to an art gallery. But I assume you must have one of those, or if that does not pique your fancy, it is completely acceptable to grab yourself a glass of milk. Completely acceptable to substitute a glass of milk in place of a glass of wine. Really, really soothes the soul. You can swish it around just like a fine wine, and you can sip on it while you are deep in thought about whatever it is you are deep in thought about. Yes, art. Now, today, this art auction, as I assume many art auctions do, will double as an art... Wait, I said that wrong. An art gallery will double as an art auction, as I assume many art galleries do. However, no one is willing to pay me for my art. So, instead, we'll be having ourselves an art raffle, because after all, exposure is the most important thing when you're an artist. Who needs money, right? That's at least what everyone who wants my art tells me. That exposure is the most important thing. So I assume that must be true. So, exposure is the most important thing. So today, you will be doing a free raffle on this list over here. Sorry, I'm getting my bearings. On the list to my right. It's actually my left, but you're right. This list here will have the names of everyone who showed any form of interest in one of the paintings. Now, if you are randomly chosen, you will have this painting sent to you completely free, no shipping, no cost whatsoever. Now, this list is quite long, so not everyone will win. In order to make sure that we get the most amount of winners possible, we're going to remove you from the list if you do win. So, if you are removed from the list, it means you are going to win a painting, but you can't win any future paintings. I do hope you can forgive me for that. Now, let's begin this art gallery. You see, first of all, we have the very first piece down in the bottom right corner, known as Monique. Now, unfortunately, Monique has suffered a traumatic bullet hole incident, but she is still beautiful, nonetheless. You see, this is one of my most emotionally charged pieces. Emotionally charged in a very negative way. It's very negative emotions. You will have very, very negative emotions in your household if you win this piece. You see, the vibrant, warm colors signify anger and discontentment with the individual depicted in Monique. I would prefer not to talk about who it is, though. Now, if you would be so kind, my camera keeps sliding. Give me one moment, please. I just want to make sure to give you the best possible experience. And to do that, I'm going to use some Scotch tape to force my camera down. God damn it. Okay. first piece today will be Monique. Don't ask me how I have her in two places at once. I have her over here and down on the bottom right corner. Now, we will be selecting a winner for Monique, this beautiful piece. So, can I get the entire chat to begin rooting for the winner? Let's go. Let us select a winner for this magnificent piece. Are you ready to have the winner displayed? Prepare yourselves. 3, 2, 1. The first winner of a piece by Bart, the artist of the stream, is Phoenix Rose 9192. Phoenix Rose, if you are in this chat, you will be receiving one of my paintings very soon. I will be contacting you for the details of where to have this shipped. Actually, if Phoenix is in this chat as we speak, I would like to ask you if I should sign this piece or not. Out of respect, I will not sign it if they are not in the chat yet. I don't see them in the chat currently. I don't know if I should be signing this piece. Please, Phoenix, if you are in the chat, just let me know if you would like a signed Monique or if you would like Monique as she appears in the bottom right corner. They believe she is at work. Unfortunately, we do not have Phoenix in the chat right now. I will get in contact with them later, but for now, I will leave it unsigned. And if they want it signed, they can have it signed. And of course, it will be signed with the most artistic of instruments, a chisel tip Sharpie. Truly, one of the most prestigious of artistic instruments. Well, either way, we will see when I contact her later. Now, let us prepare the next piece. And for that, I will need to display it to you all. So here we go. Now, this next piece, titled simply Clarice, expresses a range of emotions. Hold on, let me grab my glass of milk so that I can sip my milk deep in thought. You see, this piece. Ah, yes, it is a very deep piece. If you stare at it, the longer you stare at it, the more emotions you begin to detect in the piece. You see, an entire range of emotions, not just reds and oranges and yellows, but also cooler colors, blues and purples and greens are in this painting. Now, you may notice that the rainbow in question of this piece is actually upside down. Yes, the reds are on the bottom, and the blues are on the top. Now, why would that be? It, of course, isn't because the man who painted this painting didn't know that the colors went in the opposite direction. No, there's a much, much deeper meaning to this painting. The upside down colors. Yes, the upside down colors signify a reversal of emotions. Contrasting emotions that are constantly in flux, or something like that. I don't know. It means something deep. Let's be clear about that. It means something very deep, and it was not a mistake. It was not an accident. I do not make accidents. I simply make happy accidents. I make happy accidents, not bad accidents. Either way, it's intentional, completely intentional. Keep that in mind. Anyway, next up, we will be selecting a winner for Clarice. This, again, very emotionally charged piece, which unfortunately suffered a minor bullet hole wound. But that's okay. It's still a very beautiful piece. So, we will be selecting from the list of candidates to my right. I do hope that you are all prepared to see the winner. Now, let us prepare ourselves. 3! Oh, hold on. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Kay, the Super Frog, you have won this piece. Clarice is now yours. I hope you do enjoy this piece. If you are in the chat, I would like to ask if you would like me to sign the piece for you, Kay, the Super Frog. I do hope you are in the chat with us today. If you are not, it's going to be quite unfortunate. Kay, the Super Frog, if you are in the chat, please show yourself very soon, because we will have to move on otherwise, and I will ask you later. Until then, allow me to prepare the next piece. The very next piece, of course, will be Gerald. One of my finest pieces I've ever made, honestly. Quite magnificent, if I do say so myself. I've never seen a piece quite like it. Never in my life have I ever seen a piece quite like Gerald. Gerald is one of a kind. Gerald has never had a piece quite like it before. No matter how closely it looks like some other piece you may have seen before, this is the first that has ever existed. Now, allow me to grab my second copy. Don't ask how I am producing 2 copies of the paintings. This is all of course, one gallery, and that is a very real physical painting in the bottom right corner. It's not just superimposed using editing magic. No. That is the painting. I am just producing it twice. All right, now let us analyze this piece just a bit. Please grab your glasses of wine and or grape juice and or milk and proceed to start swishing it about. In fact, I would like to ask all of you what you believe this piece conveys. What emotions do you feel come out of this piece? I would like to ask all of you this time, rather than interject my own opinions as the creator. This piece is meant to be interpreted by the audience. So please, comment to me what you believe this piece signifies, what you believe this piece is trying to convey. Yes, vintage, from like a month ago. Quite good. It conveys so much. Yes, that is quite deep. Conveys so much, says CM Holden. Harp 0U0 says suffering. Yes, perhaps it conveys a level of suffering that the artist in question was experiencing at the time of creating this piece. Yes, quite deep. I feel a deep calm coming from this beautiful piece, says Cassidy S. Calming. Yes. Interesting. I hadn't thought about it that way. But perhaps it does convey... I don't know if you can hear that, but just pretend like it's not there. There's someone's doing construction just above this building. Anyway, I do believe it does convey a certain level of calming aura to us all. Ignite Flames says it conveys an aura of stress. Yes, perhaps the bullet hole in question is meant to add that level of stress induced within the painting. As we all know, the bullet holes were completely intentional. I intended for them to be there the whole time. They were not accidental. They were not an act of violence. They were completely intentional. Now, that we've had a chance to look at this piece and analyze it, I do hope you have all had very serious discussions with each other. Now, I would like to proceed to the next part of the auction, which is selecting a winner for this piece. This truly magnificent piece. Yes. Now, let us prepare ourselves to select a winner. I will prepare the winner over here. Now, we will count it down together. please, with me. 3, 2, 1. Cassidy's YouTube. You have won. Gerald, you have won a Bart original. I do hope you are excited to receive your fantastic piece, Cassidy's YouTube. And if you are in the chat with us today, if that is you, Cassidy, yes, I see you are in the chat. Yes. Would you like me to sign this original? Would you like me to place my name upon this piece in the most artistic of instruments that exist? A chisel tip Sharpie, if I can even find it anymore. Uh-oh. I don't know where my chisel tip Sharpie went. Oh no. Technical difficulties. Here it is. I found it. Yes. Chisel tip Sharpie. Now, could you please tell me if you would like to have it signed? It seems yes, please. Cassidy S says, yes, please, she would like it signed in chisel tip Sharpie. So, we will sign it. Oh no, there's quite a bit of black at the very bottom of this painting. I have to do it at an angle. Bart. Oh no. This Sharpie is not great. Bart. Sorry. This is taking me a moment because this Sharpie seems to be running out of ink, unfortunately. Alright. It is signed. It is not the prettiest signature I've ever done, but unfortunately I'm limited by my tools. So, Cassidy S., you will have this sent to you very soon with the signature Bart at the very bottom, so you can all see it. Yes, Cassidy, I will be contacting you shortly after this stream to ask you where you would like it shipped to, and I do hope you are excited to receive Gerald, one of my finest pieces. Now, I do hope you are all excited. You are all incredibly energized to see who will win our final piece of the night. Yes, our final piece of the night will be... you know what? I'm actually just now realizing that I don't have a name for this piece. Yes, so this piece will be simply known as Painting 4. Yes. Yes, a very emotionally charged name. Painting 4. Surely that title means quite a bit for us all. Again, I would like to ask the chat of this gallery, what do you think the meaning of this painting is? What do you think are the emotions that this painting is attempting to convey? It is obviously quite the emotionally charged piece. I just realized I keep looking to my right, but your left, and I should be looking to the left and your right. Obviously, this piece is quite emotionally charged. But what emotions is charged into this piece? One of the emotions, Horizon Zeta says, is the boys are back in town. Yes, perhaps that is the emotion that I was going for. Perhaps I was going for something parallel to that emotion. Perhaps I was going for something completely perpendicular. But that's the beauty of art. We can all interpret it differently. Please, no more Quiznos. We've had enough, says All-Star. Yes, that is quite the strong emotion that many of us have felt many a time before. Yes, well, clearly there is a range of emotions conveyed in this piece. There are a range of emotions that we can analyze for hours upon hours. Truly, this piece is, again, some of my finest work. I'm not sure why the colors are doing that. I think there's something wrong with the white balance on my camera right now. The painting is showing up super white. Very well. Anyway, clearly there are quite a few emotions charged into this piece, and I'm beginning to realize something. I'm beginning to realize that all of the paintings in the past had one thing in common. Give me a short moment, everyone. I will be right back. Yes, I'll be right back. Give me just a moment. Just looking for something that will make this piece much better. Very well. All right. Sorry about that short interlude. I began to realize that all of those pieces had a hole in the center. I believe that might be part of why they are so emotionally charged. And as these paintings are all part of a series, I do believe that we need to keep the theme consistent of these paintings. So allow me to make one minor adjustment to this painting. I'm sure you are all quite excited for this minor addition. Yes. Yes. Sorry. Need to make it quick. There we go. Yes. Now, the paintings all match each other in theme. That is what we... Oh no. The chat is quite upset. I'm sorry. It seems that... Oh. That was not what everyone liked about the paintings. Right, well... let's continue. Yes, let's continue to the raffle portion. I'm so sorry for ruining the piece. I don't have tape on me. Oh no. Very well. I am so sorry. Button, please. Button. Don't knock over the camera. I'm very sorry. Anyway, let's continue to the raffle. I do hope that you can forgive this minor mistake. Yes. So let's just select a winner. I'm so sorry. Yes. Let's prepare the selector for this piece. Right. So I do hope that we can all become excited again for this next piece. So, without further ado, let's select the final winner of the art gallery raffle. So, if you would all join with me in counting down this piece. Although the chat is on a slight delay, so you're probably going to look quite silly if you do that. Very well. Yes. 3, 2, 1. Kid Destroyer 11. You have won the final piece. You have won painting number 4, which has been unfortunately quite deformed. Sadly. Yes, if you are in the chat with us today, please make yourself known and let me know if you would like this piece signed. If you would, I can sign it now, or if you are not in the chat currently, I can contact you later. Now, if you are in the chat, I will be checking in regularly to see if you are here. Otherwise, let us conclude this art gallery. I do hope you all had a fantastic evening, of course. I must sadly eventually end this incredible art gallery, the first of its kind, but perhaps we may do more in the future. If this art gallery is successful enough, please God, let it be successful enough. I am again not allowed in normal art galleries. Please finish your glasses of wine and or grape juice. Please prepare yourselves to end the event. Thank you so much, all of you, for coming out to this fantastic evening. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope the winners have enjoyed themselves and are excited to receive their pieces, and I do hope that Kid Destroyer 11 can forgive me for horrifically defacing painting number 4. Anyway, that concludes our art gallery here today. Please, again, finish your glasses of wine. Finish your deep thoughts about each of these pieces. And again, thank you for coming out. And the doorman will give you your coats on the way out. The non-existent doorman will give you your coats on the way out. And goodbye.